comparison here with the Equinox and the Deus 2 using single frequency. Similar test. Now the nickel is not under there, okay? It's not under that fridge magnet just yet. And when I get that nickel on there, I'm going to turn this etrac on and we're just going to sweep just to see what it says when that nickel is under there, even though it's, it doesn't have single frequency operation. Okay. And I'll just go ahead and turn this Equinox on. This is an Equinox 800, okay, so it has the 20 and 40 kilohertz. Okay. So that's horseshoe in over the fridge magnet. I don't get nothing, okay, I get 0. 20 kilohertz. That's a nickel, so you know the machine is on, okay? Max volume. So I get nothing on the old fridge magnet at 20 kilohertz. Or at 4. Or at 5. Or at 10. Or at 15. That's with the horseshoe in now, okay? We'll do the horseshoe off test. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this nickel under here. All right. There she is, boys. You see it. Okay. 4 kilohertz. And all these tests to be done in speed 5. Okay. You hear just a little something, but 0 ID. Now that's real close to that. If I bring that coil an inch above that, there's hardly anything at all. 5 kilohertz. About an inch above it. Just a peck with no ID. 10 kilohertz. A bigger peck. I'm going to mash the horseshoe button. I'm getting -5 in the meter. 15 kilohertz. I'm getting a peck. Mash the horseshoe button. -6. 20 kilohertz. I'm getting a peck. Mostly negative IDs, but every now and then a positive ID. I'll sweep that a few more times. Not much though, okay? 40 kilohertz, horseshoe is in. About an inch above that fridge magnet. Mostly negative IDs, okay? I'll turn this machine off. Turn on the old Deus 2. Now that nickel's still under there. I ain't touched a thing, boys. We'll see what happens here. I've not looked at this machine in all these frequencies. On this setup, okay, I've got scan is off, so I can go where I want to frequency-wise on this machine. Okay, 4.08 kilohertz. Reactivity 2. I'm going to turn the audio response up for you. Inch above the fridge magnet. Let you see that ID. It's coming in 97. Sort of a shoddy tone, though, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, 7.5 kilohertz. 98, still a shoddy tone, 13 kilohertz. Better signal, still got high ID though, a lot higher than a nickel reads, okay? But now this is mono, single frequency. Okay. That's 22 kilohertz. It's a good signal. ID though in error, okay? We'll just go to 40.4 kilohertz. So a good signal, but ID in error. That's real close right there. Real close. About an inch above it. 2 inches above it. She gets shaky. So an inch above her, she's a pretty good signal, but ID in error, okay? So that's the difference between these two machines here. I'm going to turn this off. Well, I've got this mighty etrac out here. Now, this is another good machine, boys, okay? I wouldn't have it if it wasn't any counts. Okay. 25 manual sensitivity. Let's see what happens here. We're getting detection with a 1618 conductive number. Fairest numbers running everywhere. But now it's in a hunt screen now. I don't have the screen all the way open. 28 and down is disc out. There's a 13 and a 14 for ID. 15. Alright. If we remove the old fridge magnet, let's just see what it sounds like. It frees the signal up somewhat, okay? Meaning it gets a little plainer. So the old etrac's doing pretty good right there, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, okay? I hope you enjoyed.